Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are again on Asia, this time for the final stage of Prove Skill number 2. Hi Dark, hi Yusuf. I lost my hit points. How you doing, dude? So we're following E4D because we followed them the other day in the group stages. They're going to be going out first and foremost against Dur. Now, a couple of things. We had an update yesterday, as you know. We're now on a different update, and in that update they introduced overhead free cam basically for replays. Now, I was doing a training room last night where we were doing clan training, and all the controls have changed. So I don't know all the controls for the spectator mode of free cam. I know the controls for the replay mode, but not the spectator mode. So if it sort of goes a bit weird, you'll understand why. The keys are a bit weird to as they were previously, to be honest with you. I mean, I found them a lot harder, easier, but that's only because I've got used to them. So again, I don't know if it is going to apply in tournament spectator mode. It certainly applied in training room spectator mode. But there's only one way to find out, isn't there? And that's to get involved and to find out the hard way, which is just jump in and do it. So that is what we're looking at. Moving to the tour. Well, unfortunately, excuse me, not many people took part on Asia the other day, which means in the final stage we're straight into the quarterfinals, which is the way it works. So E4D will be placing off against Dur. Feast have gone out, as we know. Which means, let's have a look, let's go down the list. So GSM, they'll be facing off on ENT, which means all the big boys, that is GV, HRV, ID and RN, are all facing off against each other. So GV will face off against ID, which means RN will face off against HLV. That's going to cause some consternation, I think, within the community, because you've got the top 4 clans all playing, and the top 8 clans all, yeah, well, you see how it's going, yeah. So I can imagine there's going to be a lot of upset there from the clans, to be honest with you. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, we're not due to go off until on the hour. The Rise Wild Ones outfit is also streaming, I believe. I don't know who he's got actually, because he had King. And they're not through, so I don't know who he's streaming today. This is the honest answer. Let us find out, shall we? He's going with ID. So here we're following ID. They've got a tough group, ID. Let's just go back to that. They have got a tough group. They've got a tough opening match, as I said. All the top 4 clans have got a tough opening match. ID against HLV, I believe. So again, these may not be long streams, guys. You have to appreciate. Yeah, no, they're against GV. So these may not be particularly long streams, to be honest with you. We are with E4D, who've been playing particularly well, but then again, so have Dur. Jack is following ID, but they're against GV, and GV's played particularly well as well. So these may not be incredibly lengthy streams. They may only be one match, so you need to be aware of that. But we'll see. I mean, I've been saying that E4D are one of those clans you've got to keep an eye on. So is Dur, to be fair. So it'll be an interesting one. Sorry, while I sup some coffee there. So it will be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see how it goes. But oh, excuse me, bear with me one moment. Yeah, somebody sent me a message. So yeah, it's. I don't know what to say. Is the honest answer. Yeah, it's the draw for number 2 has caused a lot of consternation in Asia. I know that for a fact. I've seen some upset coming from the likes of Feast, etc., etc. We're going out on Faust. I'll just drop out there because of our delay. It'll be an interesting one to see. I mean, I'm going to keep my eye on what the community, especially the Asian Tour community, has to say about this draw. No doubt they will have something to say when you've got the top 4 effectively drawn against each other. Well, 4. I mean, ID is not top 4. Let's be realistic. According to autumn season, Feast would have been there, but Feast are out. So ID would have stepped up into that spot. So yeah, I mean, ENT, DUR, E4D, and GSM were not in the top 8. Let's be honest. So it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one. No doubt there will be concerns, but that's for later. That's not for now. Now we are looking at straight away the quarter-final between E4D and DUR here on Faust. Big map, Faust. Let's not kid ourselves. It really is a big map. It's got those 4 bases. It's got some really good positioning. It's always going to be interesting to see how the clans approach it. So we have DUR on the north spawn and E4D on the south spawn. As I said, we are following E4D, despite the fact that I'm clearly with DUR at the moment, but we are following throughout the group E4D. So so the teams are, well, they've got plenty of time. They're not ready yet. They're just still coming in. I mean, E4D generally get ready quickly. I'm a bit nervous, to be fair, because of the changes to the controls. I don't know if it, as I said, I don't know if it will affect spectator mode in tournament, but it certainly affected spectator mode in training rooms yesterday. So I'm intrigued to see if it does affect tournament. Looking at the clans, as I said, E4D normally get readied up quite quickly, and the majority of them are. So we have Baby in a Cranwagon so far, Koyo in an IS4, MDMA in an AMX50B, in an AMX50B. Oh, I always forget his. I know I call him Nia, but I always forget. Is it Nudish? Yeah, it's Nudish. Nia Nudish in an AMX50B. I don't know why I want to say nudity. It's just warped mind, I guess. And Peanuts in an IS4. Seems like the team captain's not there yet, which is interesting. And nor is Baba. So that is an interesting one. Mama is now here. There we go. But Baba isn't there. Baba's normally in the team. Mama comes in a 215B. So now the team is readied up. We have Mama in a 215B, Baby in a Cranwagon, Koyo in an IS4, MDMA in an AMX50B, and Nia Nudish in an AMX50B, Papa coming in an AMX50B, and Mila Roots in a Cranwagon. Moving over to DUR, we have I Am You, I don't know most of these guys unfortunately, in a Batchat, Hukai in a Cranwagon, I Am You number 2 in a Cranwagon. Let's find out who they are. I Am Your Jaco, which means this is I Am Your PS, no, wrong one. I Am Your Jayan. So I Am Your Jaco in a Batchat, Hukai in a Cranwagon, I Am Your Jayan in a Cranwagon, not have in an IS4, Yorina in an E5, Aqua in a Batchat, and Seren in an E5. So that's the way the teams are lining up here on Faust. It is best of 3. This is the quarterfinals of the group stage. I'll prove your skill number 2 here on Asia. It's going to be an interesting one. We are here poised in the middle of the action, so let's sit back, grab a coffee and enjoy. Oh, who's come in? Nobody. I thought somebody'd changed there. Just sup some more coffee. We've got about 20 odd seconds to go with the countdown into the game. Pretty difficult to say who my money would be on. I mean, I've been following E4D, and they've been playing particularly well. But as I said, Dur has also played well, so it'd be difficult. It'd be, difficult to say for certainty. As you can see there, E4D do have a hit point advantage of just over 1,000, or just under 1,500 really, 1,300 really. So, but at this level, that's nothing. The thing is, when you start talking about 2,000, that it starts to be more effective. So let's see if it's the new controls or the old controls. We'll soon find out. So there may be a little delay while I work out the controls. No, it is the new controls. So, sorry about that. And as you can see already, we have I am your Jaco moving towards that B cap area. And just to overlook it, we have the E5s of Sharon Chan and Yunai. You're going to overlook A with the Batchat and the Kranwagen overlooking C. Mamo is going to drop straight into the D cap with the rest of E4D pushing round as they do. They are pushing around onto the C cap, trying to do it as a wolf pack, which is their normal modus operandi, to be fair. I'm just looking at Papa taking the defensive position here. Shots are going across, and E4D have been bled first. Crownwagon and Baby is moving up already. Let's move over to see what all these controls, man. So I'm expecting Hukai to be pushed first down here. If we look, the cap point advantage is going to go to Dur here, not E4D. So Dur have the advantage. You can see I'm your Jaco and Aqua in the bit chats moving round, looking to get onto that D cap. And Papa there trying to dropping into C, but getting smacked around a bit by from over the map by the Batchat of Aqua. And we can see Hukai holding his ground here. So I'm wondering what E4D are going to do. I mean, it's going to be E4D who need to make the move, not Dur. Dur have the advantage. And they do have the advantage. As you can see, they're not... Oh, Mamo is coming, just holding back in the... AMX50Bs are just holding back. They're going to have to push somewhere, and it's not going to be against a cap, because the nearest cap for them to push on is B. So they need to take tanks out the equation. So they'll be looking at that equation. They'll be looking at Hukai and I am your Jayan, which is why Serene and Yorina are just sitting in the back. Trying to see if Papa's just getting ready here. They're not moving yet, but they are. I mean, the 215B's not rotating round of Mama. He needs to hold the cap. They're probably going to wait until the 780 to the 800 mark before they make a move. As I said, Dur don't need to make a move. Dur have got themselves into some good positions here with the E5s, the IS4 and the Kranwagens all on a defence. Making sure that when the push comes, if it comes, and it's generally probably going to, they anticipate it coming down this route rather than the other route, that they are ready for it with enough guns there. They are two guns down, however. The two Batchats are over the other side of the map. And you can see that I'm your JF. Oh, sorry about that. It's you can see that I am your Jayco and Aqua just around the corner, as you see. You've got the IS4 of not have PS. Oh, good shot into Aqua. Now the 2-1 by B is coming, so they are going to be pushing down this avenue, I would have thought. Papa's not going to go first. He's going to wait for the teams to stack up. It is the 8:30 mark, so it's a bit later than I expected. I expected it a bit earlier than this. The Bat Chat are going to try and drop into D as soon as these guys are spotted, but they're not spotted yet. And as you can see, they're trying to get round, trying to push onto I'm Your Jayan. Urina coming down. Hukai is being smacked around a bit. Papa gets a bit of a smacking as he comes around the corner, but now the AMX 50Bs are coming in. Now it's a big push onto I Am Your Jayan and onto Urina. Look at this, good focus fire by E4D. Really good push. The decap is going to be taken, but down goes I Am Your Jayan. And this is exactly what... Oh, but they lose Papa. They did not intend to lose Papa, but Hukai may go down here if the Koyo in the IS4 can get him. No, he doesn't, but Mila does. But 2 tanks down on each side, and get it on caps. Wowzers. Wowzers. So as you can see there, they lost 2 tanks, Mama and Papa, which didn't help them. They dished out more damage, but when they pushed through, Dirt with a great strat, dropping into that decap, taking the decap, and winning on points. So we're now going to stay on Faust, swapping those spawn points. This time we will have Dirt on the south and E4D on the north. So we will see. At this rate, we'll be going home early. If Dirt continue this, then they will knock E4D out. Well, we'll be going home early because that's it. We're not following anybody else. So, can't really say much. It's just the way it goes, guys. Unfortunately. So anyway, Dirt have readied up. I am your Japan in a Vickers Light. Hukai in an IS4. I am your... I can't remember. In a Crown Wagon. Not have PS and Object 140. Yorina in an E5. Aqua in an E5. And Seren in an IS4. Which one's this? I am your Jayco. And this one must be I am your Jayan. Yeah, I do get those two confused. Moving over to E4D, Mama in a Foch, Baby in a Kranwagen, Koyo in an E5, MDMA in a Kranwagen, Neonudish in a Batchat, Papa in an E5, and Mila in a Kranwagen. So E4D will be looking to use that Batchat effectively like Dur used their Batchat in the last match. At the moment, Dur have the advantage. They are 1 foot into today's semi-final, which we won't see, I'm afraid. E4D, however, can and do have the potential to change it around, but that potential means they've got to outplay Dur, and Dur just outplayed them. Let's not beat around the bush here. So, hit points again, favouring E4D, and again, it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. As we saw in the last game. Hello Mika, hello Princess, and hello Irma. How are you doing, guys? You're not going to hear that for quite a while now. It's like Fujit from the past. Ooh. That was pathetic, Fujit. What was that? Anyway, what are we going to see? I don't know yet. I'm still getting used to these controls. It's confusing, to say the least. But let's get up high. Oh dear, new controls. Let's get applied to the back of the map. It used to be a lot easier when I could knew the controls. So as you can see here, Dur are heading for the decap with the 2 IS4s. Vickers Light of I Am Your Jayco is going to overlook. No, he's not. Not FPS is going to overlook A cap. I thought the Vickers of I Am Your Jayco was going to overlook B. Well, he kind of is. The Kranwagens and the E5s are also taking defensive positions. This time the Kranwagens of E4D are going to drop into the B cap. The E5 of Papa getting smacked around a bit there. Well, that is one hell of a shot, to be honest with you, but they did expect a tank to come that way. And to be honest with you, Papa is pretty isolated up here. He has no support, so they could effectively push on Papa and get him out of the game. And I think Urina and they're going to cap the A cap, but they think they realise they've got Papa on the back foot here. In fact, they do. They're pushing on him. We're going to stay with this. I mean, I'm looking at the mini-map, and the Crown Dragons are desperately trying to get into the mix there. Papa managing just slightly to get out of danger, but not enough. He is being smacked around. Moving over to the other side of the map, there is a brawl, so we'll leave that and get over to the brawl because E4D are just hot rodding it straight into the Dur guys. We can see here that their bleed Papa has gone down as we expected, but Dur are being bled by E4D. Aquachan here is being pushed around a bit. However, Mila Roots and the Crown Dragon is looking low. Now I Am Your Jaco and Not Have PS is going to push down onto the Foch. And Yuri now has come back in, rotated back round. There goes Mila Roots. Down goes Mila. So 2 tanks down now. Dur do have the advantage here. They have the hit points. They have the base points. They have the guns on the battlefield. This is a blow for E4D. Down goes another tank. Not Have PS goes down, but 1 tank down on E4D on Dur against 3 for E4D. Oh, what happened there? Down goes Hukai. So now E4D have brought a tank back, but they lose a tank. MDMA going down, and oh dear me, new buttons. So Koyo here is not going to be lasting. I don't think Koyo is going to last. No, he doesn't. Meaning that they can push on either on the back chat of Nia Nudish or the Foch. The Batchat, they are leaving, and they've got the Foch, and the Batchat is the last one standing. Let's see if we can go with him. No, we can't, but we can go with I Am Your Jahan. And see if I Am Your Jahan puts one into him. Yes, he does. Nia Nudish here trying desperately to get away from everybody, putting shots in, but now he's on a reload. He is now doomed and gloomed. E4D do not go through. Dur go through to the day semi-final. And this stream will end. It's as simple as that. Can't really say much more than that. This stream is over, I'm afraid. We'll have a look to see who's got through to the semi-finals. Well played by Dur. They really played well. I mean, they are looking good as well. I did say, I mean, these two clans are both up and coming. Dur firmly outplaying E4D today. But I did notice that E4D were missing Baba, who they've had in their lineup for majority of their games. So I don't know if missing Baba today was instrumental to the way they played. You can't say that the team is built on one man, but you never know. But anyway, congratulations to Dur, they're into the semi-finals. Commiserations to E4D, you are out, and you've prematurely ended my stream. It happens, yeah, it happens. So let's have a look, see if we got any other results through. Well, that one was quite quick. The one we're looking for is this one, because that's the other stream. Thankfully, you can all decamp and go to Wild Ones Output. So, yep, I can't send that message yet. So Wild One's Helper stream will continue. Mine will finish. He is following ID, who have turned over GV, so they'll be very happy. Looking at GSM, they're out with ENT, and they're still going out. Looking at HLV, they're out against RN, they're still out. So not much I can do here, guys, I'm afraid. All I can say is that, you know, I knew it was going to be a shortish stream. Either mine or Wild One's Helper, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Disappointing, of course. I mean, we've just streamed for 13 minutes, basically. Gotta love it. Just the way it goes. Can't do anything about it. You know, that's just the way life goes. But hopefully I'll be streaming a little bit longer tonight on EU, but you never know. Therein lies the thing. But yeah, convincing win by Dur, to be honest with you. They did play well. Who are they facing? We don't know yet. But they are through. We don't know who they're facing though, because the other games haven't finished yet. The other games have not finished yet. Still waiting for RN. RN will play. No, they're still playing Hasta La Vista. They're not through yet either. Wowzers. Wowzers. Oof. Well. Just send the message, everybody move to Wild Ones Alpha stream, because we're over. We are finished, we are finito. And, well, what more can I say? All I can say is, guys, seriously, get over to support Jack. He's still got his stream going. He is following ID, so at least he's got the semi-finals. Don't know who they're playing, but let me get the link for Jack's stream, actually, if people don't have it. Bear with me. Bear with me, and I'll get you the link. Somewhere. I have got it. Okay. Copy and paste. You need to go there, guys. That's the one you need to go to. You need to go to that stream. I'm just going to look at the final stage. So far we still don't have results on the other games as of yet. So